Are you finally ready? Are you finally ready to get back into the gym or to get going to the gym for the first time ever? Going to the gym and starting out a workout routine can be super intimidating. And I understand that because, well, I've been there. It's been a long time since I was new in the gym, but nevertheless, every single person that you go and you look at and you see in the gym and they have a lot of muscle, or maybe they're skinnier and don't have a lot of fat or whatever, everyone has started where you are. And the only way to get to where those people are is to start. Taking your first step into the gym or into a class or whatever, to me, probably the hardest step. You feel like everyone's watching you, everyone's judging you, everyone's thinking to themselves, oh, that person doesn't know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, that's really not happening as much as you probably think it is. It's probably because you feel off and you feel like you don't belong there, that you feel everyone can absorb that energy and feel that you don't belong there either. But I'm here to tell you, as someone that's been going to the gym and has lifted weights for almost a decade, that that's really just not true. You feel like you don't know how to use the machines, you don't know where to go in the gym, you don't know how to do free weights, you don't know how to squat or use a barbell, and that's okay. So today, I am going to talk to you guys about how to build or create your own workout routine. I first want to say, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna do something wrong. You're not gonna have perfect form when you start. And that's okay. Do you guys know how many times I've screwed up at the gym over the years? Like countless times. I remember this one time, I was in the very front of the gym, and the way that it was at YMCA, and the way it was set up was that I was in the very front of the gym. Behind me were the weights, behind that was the cardio section, and they were all facing one direction. So they were all behind me, and I was in front of the mirror. And I had a little box, and I was doing box jumps. And you know, I'm jumping up, jumping back down, jumping up, jumping back down. And guess what? My foot got stuck on the lip when I was on my way up, knocked the box over, I fell backwards right on my ass. And was it embarrassing? Hell yes it was. But guess what? I'm here. I survived. I got over it. I think I did leave the gym after that though, that day. But my point is that we've all been there. We've all done it. Who cares? Like seriously, who cares? Get over it. You're gonna screw up. Even now when I go in and I try a new exercise, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, well, what if I mess up, or what if I'm doing it wrong? And then I remind myself, who gives a shit? Like, who cares? And once you adapt that mentality, I promise it will be so much easier for you to be comfortable and try new things and just kind of get in the flow of working out. So I talked about my first step in one of our last videos, and that is tracing your why. So first things first, you need to figure out exactly why you're going to the gym. Are you going to feel better? Are you going to lose fat? Are you going to build muscle? Are you going to make your heart healthier? What is the reasoning that you are going? I want you to take out a piece of paper or your phone, whatever, and I want you to really think about it and write down why you're going to the gym. Once you have that, I now want you to write down what your goals are. So, and I mean, what are your long-term goals? I don't care if it's, I want to lose 300 pounds. Write it down. Whatever you want, whatever your dream body is, whatever it is that you want that seems so far-fetched, that doesn't even seem attainable, write it down. Write it down. Pause this video, write it down. Your goals need to be realistic. You need to understand that you're not gonna lose 20 pounds of fat in a week or a month for the most part even, unless you have a ton to lose. Make sure your goals are realistic. If you don't know what necessarily realistic means, comment below. Message me on Instagram, whatever. Like, I'm here to help you. Let's do this together. And once you do that, I want you to break down your goal by year. I want to lose 30 pounds in the next 12 months. Okay, great. Now I want you to break it down by month, and then finally by week. So now you should have a mini goal per week that will lead you and snowball you up into your large goal that's going to be down the road, whatever that dream body is, whatever that is for you. I mean, you need to really get your mental state in check. Like going to the gym, working out 10, 20% of everything, it all comes down to your mental state and your mental toughness and whether you truly believe that you can do this or not. Because let me tell you a little secret. If you don't think you can do it, if you don't visualize yourself being that person, you're not gonna do it. You're not going to accomplish your goals. So my first tip of advice to you is to really sit down and believe in yourself and believe that you can do it and know that you can, because you can. You can do anything you put your mind to, anything you truly want to do, anything you're passionate about. And that's not just with the gym, but that's with everything in life. And that, my friends, is called law of attraction. And we'll get way into that in other videos. Another thing that you should consider when you're talking about or writing down your mini goals is, what do you like to do? Do you like to do cardio? Do you like to take classes in a group setting? Do you like a one-on-one personal trainer? Do you like the machines? Do you like weights? Do you like yoga? Do you like Pilates? Do you like spinning? Do you like karate? Like, what do you like? Write it down. Now, this video is more geared towards weight training and being in the gym, but this can apply to literally anything, any part, any kind of workout that you want to do, as long as you're moving. Do you like to hike? Do you like to swim? Like, there are so many ways to get exercise in. It's an extreme excuse to say that there's nothing that you like. Do you like to play sports? Sign up for a rec league. Like, there are so many options out there. So I want you to write down 2, 3 things that you like to do. And that's also going to determine how you're going to get to your goals, because maybe you really love cardio. I don't even do cardio for the most part. But maybe you love cardio, but you want to gain muscle. Those don't align. They don't align. You have to be in congruency with what your goals are and what you're going to do. If you want to gain muscle and you want to sculpt, and you're going to have to lift weights and you're going to have to do some kind of resistance training, and that's just the bottom line. So figure out what your goals are, break them down, know your why, know that you mentally are so capable of achieving your goals, and let's move on to the next step. How many days a week can you commit to? 2? 4? 6? And I really want to emphasize here that you need to be realistic. And if you're just starting out, I mean, I would highly recommend you start with a lower number of something that you can really, truly, truly stick to, even if it is only 2-3 days a week. Because here's the thing, you can always add on more days. But say you comment below and you say, Sarah, I'm gonna work out 7 days a week. 2 weeks in, it's daunting, you're sore, you're tired. Oh, I'm not gonna go today. And then the next day, oh, I didn't go yesterday, so I don't need to go today. Do you see how that can snowball and why that can put you right back to where you started? So if you're brand new, commit to what you can commit to. Create the habit. That is such a huge, huge, huge part of this, is creating the habit. So if you can commit 2 days, cool. If you can commit 4 days, cool. Don't go overboard. I'm not going to discourage you. I personally train 6 to 7 days a week just because I enjoy it. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to. But I also want you to be realistic with yourself and do something that you know no matter what, you can stick to it. And a big thing is, when you go into how many days a week you can work out, that's also kind of going to determine what your workouts look like. For example, if I was only training 3 days a week instead of the 6 or 7 that I am, I wouldn't have 3 leg days. I wouldn't have every single day I go to the gym be leg days. But because I go 6 to 7 days a week, I do have 3 leg days, because that's what aligns with what my goals are. So it's going to take some trial and error. It's going to take a while to figure out what works for you. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing is that you need to commit to yourself. And if you need a little extra help with that, come into my Facebook page. We're all there to support each other and help each other and push each other through, these hurdles. The link is in the description below. It's free if you want to join. Another option you can do is find an accountability partner. Find someone that you want to work out with that is on a similar level as you, or a friend that was more than willing to train you and teach you what to do. That's how I started. I started training when I was 18 or 19, and I had no freaking clue. So I grabbed my friend Eric, and he took me to the gym and he started showing me the basics of how to do certain movements. Now, I've always been an athlete. I was a gymnast, I ran track, I was a cheerleader. So I understood form very easily, but that doesn't mean that I now still do everything correctly. That's a huge factor in my training. It's something that I really concentrate on, probably more than most people. But find someone that can teach you. And if you don't have that, another option, go on YouTube. There's so much information out on the internet out there that if you don't have someone that you can go with you, bring a trainer in your pocket. There's tons of apps, there's tons of websites, there's so much out there. You really can't make an excuse. Let me explain to you guys what my training schedule breakdown is. And it's really not something I stick to necessarily 100% of the time, but it's more of like a guideline I give myself. And that again is because I've been doing it for so long that I know by now how to listen to my body. So my personal goals, and they pretty much have always been the same, is that I want to gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. That is possible. It's a very slow process. If you want to do them separately, it's going to be a much quicker process. But I like to stay lean, especially with modeling and acting and things like that. But I also want to consistently be gaining muscle. So that's kind of what I do. My biggest goals is to consistently be losing a little fat, stay lean, grow my back, and grow my glutes. I don't want to grow my quads. I don't want to grow my calves. I don't even want to grow my arms more than where they're at. You know what I mean? So what's so cool about weights in the gym is that you can literally sculpt your body the way you want it to. Yes, genetics play a part. Yes, there's different diseases and things like that out there, and I understand that, and I'm not dismissing that. But for the most part, you can design your body however you wish. And that is a beautiful thing, my friends. So, because I want to grow my glutes and my back, what I do is 3 leg days. I rarely, like maybe once or twice a month, do an isolated exercise for my quads or my calves. And the reason being is that I feel that they get enough workouts in, enough strength building through all of my compound movements, that I want it to grow at a specific ratio. I don't want my quads to get really big. I want them to stay leaner and just toned, but I do want to gain muscle and size in my glutes. So what do? I concentrate on exercises that build my glutes and my overall legs. For example, if you're going to do a lunge, if you push through your toes, you're going to be contracting and focusing on your quads. If you push through your heels, you're going to be activating your glutes. So there's so many different little tips and tricks and maneuvers that you can do to really specifically target what you're looking to do. But you can't do that until you know what you're trying to do. Another tip I want to explain and share with you guys, that if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see, and that is taking videos of yourself or having your accountability partner take videos of you so that you can actually see what your form looks like. It's amazing. Like sometimes I look at my own videos and I'm like, oh my God, my back was arched there. It shouldn't have been arched. That's dangerous. Where I didn't realize that just from looking straight on in the mirror. That is a huge help. I know it's going to feel weird, and maybe it's something that you do at home and check your form and do in the mirror. But I highly suggest videoing it instead of looking in the mirror, because it's safer that way. And you also can look at like all angles. Another example with my own workout split is that, like I said, My upper body grows very easily, and I like where my shoulders are at right now. I like where my arms are at. However, I don't really want to grow them anymore. So a nice rule of thumb is that if you want to grow in size, you want to lift heavy. If you want to more so maintain, you want to be lifting a little lighter with higher reps. And that's just scientifically proven. So what I do is I lift heavy legs, I lift heavy back. When it comes to shoulders, arms, abs even, I lift very light because that's my goal body that I want for myself. And I'm not gonna have the same goal as you. And maybe I do. Maybe you have the same goal as me. I don't know. But even there's so many people. My workout partner, Veronica, that takes all my videos, we have kind of similar goals, but they're also different. So if we're doing the lunge example, you know, she will do a quad dominant lunge and I will always do a glute dominant lunge. When we do squats, she will do a regular conventional squat. I will do a wider leg, a sumo squat, because that's going to target my glutes and my hamstrings more than my quads. So you just have to figure out what's right for you. And if you want breakdowns, message me, you know, comment below, like reach out to me. I am seriously so here to help you through this, you know, this journey. Like we're doing this together. I learn every day in the gym. Veronica teaches me exercises. I teach her exercises, and we've both been training for years. That's what's so cool about the gym is you can always learn. You're never going to be perfect. And that's one thing that you really need to drop off to is that you're never going to be perfect. You're never going to do everything the exact 100% correct way. And guess what? That's okay. So let's recap this video. 1, what is your why? 2, what are your goals? What do you like to do? 3, what are your goals broken down into a week? 4, how many days a week can you commit? 5, how can you intertwine the days that you can commit and the goals that you have? If you're only training 2 or 3 days a week, you should probably do a split that's different than if you do 5, 6, 7 days a week. Maybe you do all full body. Maybe you do one exercise per body part every workout you do. And maybe you switch it up. So, you know, maybe, you know, one day for your tricep exercise, you do an overhead extension like this for your tris. And maybe the next day you work out, your one try exercise is skull crushers when you're laying on the bench and you have the thing up. And you can look up all these exercises on the internet. That's what's so beautiful. And I will continue to build up my workout Wednesdays to get you guys as many workouts and exercises as possible. If you want, just let me know. I'll do a breakdown of correct form, incorrect form. I'm posting workouts almost weekly on my Instagram channel, which is linked below. So like there is just an abundance of information out there, you guys, and you can do it. And my number one tip is to please believe in yourself. You can do it and no one is going to do it for you. Get off the couch. Get moving. It feels amazing. You ever wonder why people that are fit and healthy are so freaking happy? It's because it feels good to work out. It feels good to be healthy. And no one can do it for you. That's what's so amazing about it. You can do it. You need to be your own biggest cheerleader. And guess what? When you start getting healthy, when you start training, when you start making sacrifices and you say to your friends, oh, I'm not going to happy hour, I have to go to the gym, it's not always gonna go over well. They're not always going to be supportive. And that's not because they want to see you be unhealthy. It's because it's a subconscious jealousy and envy that they know that they're not doing it themselves, so they don't want you to do it. And it's not out of meanness, it's not malicious, it's just human nature. So I promise that will get better. You know, when I first started backing off from drinking and eating healthier and going to the gym, I got a lot of pushback from the people in my life. And it took a long time for them to understand. but now they do, and they're such big supporters of me and my lifestyle. So just stick in there, believe in yourself, create a plan, write it down, put it in your phone, make it where you can see it every day, and just remember, you got this. You got this. So if you found this video helpful, if you found it encouraging or motivating, please let me know below, and I will make more videos like this. Let me know what you want to see on this channel. Obviously, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't you want to spend more time with me? And let me know what your thoughts are. All right, guys, don't forget, be limitlessly yourself.